Welcome back to the Fake Straight Podcast. I'm the host, your girl, Tanara. Please note that the opinions expressed by any guests on this show do not necessarily represent my views or the views of Fake Straight Media. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is advised. Grab your favorite beverage or mine, a glass of champagne, clink clink, and let's get into it, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Fake Straight Podcast. But this isn't like an episode, it's like a bonus trailer, if you will. We are here with Crystal. I am the host, your girl, Tanara. And Crystal and I recorded a podcast episode like a couple of months ago. But when I went to release it like 2 weeks ago, for some odd reason, the last 20 minutes of the podcast with Crystal just cut her all the way off. So it ended abruptly. And so I listened to the people, okay? I listened to y'all. The people said, we feel like it ended abruptly. It did. We feel like there was more. There was. So here we are. So Crystal has been gracious enough to come back and just wrap things up with us. So let's get into it. You ready, Crystal?
I am.
Do you want to reintroduce yourself in case anyone happens to be listening to this that didn't see the first one?
Sure. Yeah, my name is Crystal. Pronouns she, her, and I'm here.
Bye. At this point, you all know this is a trailer because look, I'm dressed like a stud and Crystal is not giving us anything. I don't know
what do I say. God. Hi.
We're just vibing, y'all. We're just vibing. It's like a Q&A. Okay. So, Crystal, if you all are just randomly catching this episode and you did not see the first one, go back and watch season 2, episode 1, where we talk about Crystal and I have been friends for almost 8 years now. And Crystal started off as gay. However, she let me know last year that she is no longer interested in dating women, like at all. And so I told her it was giving fake straight, fake gay. We don't know, but we just want the tea. Crystal, can you share a little bit why you've decided that dating women is no longer for you?
Yeah, for the longest, I've struggled with my sexuality ever since I was in high school. Grew up in a really strict Christian household and never really thought about my sexuality at all. I grew up in a household where we followed the Bible. Being gay or homosexual is a sin, an abomination, and so forth. Long story short, I ended up having a girlfriend. My first dating experience was with a girl in high school. And from there, I kind of just struggled with my identity and who I was. It's always been just difficult for me to accept who I was due to my religion. And I've always felt like a bunch of conviction dating women. So pretty much my entire life, I'm 36 years old right now. My entire life, I've dated women and I've never really had peace with it. So at this point, I've decided to just turn away from it. And after doing that and really diving deep into my relationship with God, I've developed this peace and this feeling of I don't need to date women anymore. I don't want to. There's no desire at all. So
I love that. Meanwhile, I'm over here still being a bull dagger. Okay, too much. Okay. And look, Crystal, you've got a little cross on. Have you always worn this cross? Is this new?
No, this is a newer necklace. I've owned cross necklaces, but this is a newer one. So yeah, I wear it pretty much every day.
I love this. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Crystal has you've dated a man. You've dated men. You've never connected with a man.
Right. Yeah. So I would say I stayed in the talking stage with men. It never went as far as like being in a relationship with a man for various reasons. My confusion, just not being sure if I was actually attracted to men. I think a lot of the times when I was talking to men, it was just I was trying to figure things out, so I kind of
Yeah.
used them
Mm.
to figure out what to do, and I always ended up back with women.
You're committed to not dating women anymore.
Right,
And if you're going to date someone, it will be a man.
right.
Have you thought what that looks like the feelings around that,
Yeah, so I've
knowing
always
you're
been
committed to like not dating
right.
women? Mhm.
Right. Yeah. So I've always been curious about dating men, and now that I'm at the point that I'm at, um, like I said, there's no desire to date women, and so
Mhm.
now there is a that curiosity is a lot stronger. Like, what would it be like to go on a date with a man or to
It's
interact
garbage,
with
girl.
a
Don't do it.
man?
I can tell you what it's like. Horrible. Highly
Oh,
unrecommended.
I know two good men in this world. Okay, let's but no. So there is a strong curiosity and just kind of like a desire to want to try things out with a man, to go on a date, to interact with one, to see if I can actually connect with a man on the level that I've connected with when it comes to women. At the same
Mhm.
time, though, it's not like I'm at a point where it's just like I have to get into a relationship with a man. I
Yeah.
have to get married. No, I don't have those feelings or think like that at all. It's just like now if I do want to date, it will be a man.
So you dress pretty tomboyish, and not to make it about the external. We know it's whatever. Everyone do what they feel. Again, I'm dressed like a baby stud today. It's okay.
There you go.
You're not a stud. I would say in the past, I would say more of a STEM, but you do dress like masculine. Do you feel like you're being called to change that, like your outward appearance to be more feminine? Or do you feel like this is just my tomboy steez?
No, I don't really feel a need to change. The only thing that I've changed so far is I buy women's jeans now. And they fit a lot better. Like the crotch isn't as long. They're great. They're really comfortable. But
They really fit my hips. Okay.
but
I'm
but
not.
yeah, no, I like the way I dress. That's the thing. I'm
Mhm.
really comfortable in wearing like my sports gear or like my hoodies and my baggier pants and stuff like that. And I don't feel masculine in
Yeah.
those outfits. I just feel like me. And so yes, for me, it's not an issue. And if I happen to date in the future, like whoever I'm dating has to accept that, and that's that. Because I believe that there are a lot of parts about me, and you know this, that are really feminine. Like
So
I don't
feminine. Oh my
act like,
God.
yeah, I don't act like a guy. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, the way I dress, it's not like super study or anything like that. It's sporty, like it really is. And I grew up an athlete, so like that's just how I dress. I hate makeup. I
Not
hate
too much.
lipstick. I love it on other women. I think it's amazing. The nails, stuff like that, beautiful. But for me, it's a hard no.
Looks great on you, but
Yeah, yeah.
no.
No, not for me at all. So
We talked about this in the last episode that you never really came out to your parents, and your parents are like super religious and they're still actively in the church.
yeah.
Do you think that your lifestyle in the past, you identifying as lesbian, even though you didn't tell them, do you think that played a role in how y'all's relationship is and how close or not close y'all are?
Um, no, I don't think so at all. Overall, my parents, they're very closed off people to begin with. So
Okay.
even if I had been straight, I don't think that would have changed much with our relationship just because they're not really like personal people to begin with. So even when I was dating the person, I was
Mhm.
talking to or whatever, like there wasn't much talk about that. My mom knew about it. She would make a comment here and there and then leave it at that. So I don't really think that me identifying as a lesbian impacted our relationship much.
Do you feel like, that being said, so you don't feel like you need to have a conversation with them now to say like FYI y'all, like
With
it's like,
men,
yeah, like coming out in reverse, like hey y'all, guess what, I'm actually straight now.
right? No, I will not announce that at all. Yeah, I don't think that needs to happen, just because of how our relationship is. yeah, we just don't have a relationship
Not
like
there.
that to discuss anything. So, yeah.
You have a lot of friends in the community.
Yep.
How do you think that this will impact your friendships?
Right. It's actually been kind of scary for me because I feel like when it comes to like being a lesbian or being a part of the LGBTQ community and then going back to being straight, a lot of people who are still a part of that community, they think like you're looking at them a certain way or judging them now,
Yeah.
or or you feel like they have to follow your lifestyle and all this kind of stuff. Especially when religion has a lot to do with my decision as well. And so I honestly have just been waiting for friends to just like be like, all right, I'm out, like, see ya, or really question me about the decision that I've made. I've had one friend do that, and I kind of just cut the conversation off because, like,
Mhm.
this is my life, this is
Yeah.
my piece, and I am not disturbing yours, so I expect, the same in return. But it has been scary, and I often wonder what a lot of my gay and lesbian friends, what they're thinking and how they're
Yeah, what they
feeling,
really
because
think.
I don't want them to feel any type of way about my decision. I don't want them to think that I'm sitting here judging them or gonna, take holy oil and drown them in it. Like, I don't. That's not me, at all.
That would be scary. And I mentioned this on the end of last episode. I don't know if it was cut off or not. I can't remember. But I did say, like, I'm really happy for you in this path that you're on because you have seemed more at peace the
Yes.
past, like, maybe 4 or 5 months. You've
Right.
seemed much more at peace just in life, right? It's not like we were having deep conversations about, like, are you gay or are you not? Like you mentioned, like, hey, I might not talk to women. But aside from that, just other things that were going on, you seem to be lighter, so I love that for you. And you're dope. You don't owe anybody anything. Like who you choose to be, who you choose to love, even if it's weird men, we're fine with it. By weird me, I'm fine with it.
Oh,
And good luck because I can't wait to hear your stories. Like I
I
just
always have great stories, so
oh you do. You
they'll
do.
be entertaining.
At the very least. Can you share with folks that may be on a similar path? Can you give them words of encouragement and or advice?
Yeah, I would just say to not be afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. So for the longest, my comfort zone was being with women, even though there was conviction there. It's what I was used to, it's what I knew. But at the end of the day, I was lacking that piece, like I said. And so if you're feeling like there is conviction or you're lacking peace, then my suggestion would be to just fully lean on God. Step away from that. Don't make your sexuality, your identity. And I think that's what a lot of us do. It's just like, this is who I am. This is how.
I
Oh
feel
man,
attacked.
stop. Like, sometimes we allow our sexuality to take over our whole lives.
Yeah,
And I think when we do that, we lose sight of who we truly are on the inside. We're more than just gay or straight or
yeah,
bi or whatever you have it. God has just truly changed my life. And I know a lot of people don't like to, talk about God and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, I have no shame in that. Like, I have gained true peace because of my relationship with Christ. I've dealt with so many mental health struggles because of my
yeah,
sexuality and growing up not wanting to be on this earth. And so it's just now that I've stepped away from everything that was holding me back from finding out what I needed. It's just like now I can live freely. There is no confusion, there's no conviction or anything like that. So I would just say step out of your comfort zone and try something different if what you're not doing, if what you're doing is not working. So
yeah, absolutely. That's how I felt in reverse when I stepped out and started dating women.
would you?
I was like, this is for the birds, okay? I ain't really doing nothing.
Oh my
No.
gosh. All right.
See what you have to deal with? This is what
Yeah,
you
I
have to
know.
deal with for the rest of your life, okay? You're gonna be like married with children to a man, and I'm be like,
Yep.
never mind. I was gonna say
Gay
something so
auntie.
fast. Yeah, gay, gay. I'm gonna come around your kids dressed like this with some baggy jeans on. I need to
Look,
let them know the
hey,
other side of things.
they'll be used to it because that's what I'll be wearing as well.
Mommy, why are you and Auntie Tanara dressed alike, but she has a wife? Crystal, Crystal, thank you so much. Thank you for making time to wrap this up today. Thank you for coming on again the first time and just being so transparent and so honest about your truth. I believe that's what these conversations are for. It's not to guilt anyone, it's not to shame anyone. People have difference of opinions, of lifestyles, of whatever, but shit, conversation is conversation. And maybe you're saying something that can help someone else that's going through something similar. So I
Absolutely.
appreciate you, friend.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank y'all for joining us to wrap this episode up of Fake Straight. And we'll see y'all next time. Holla. As always, remember you define you. Do not let others define you. Thank y'all so much for joining us for another episode of the Fake Straight Podcast. You can follow us on all the socials at Fake Straight Pod. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you want to hear more of. Tell us what you love, what you didn't love. All that good stuff. And until next time, holla.